This is the Lily Pads Child Care-Fernwood Road location. One of the many advantages of this child care setting is it's comfortable for your child. It runs like a center, but there's less children and there's consistent staff, usually 2 to 3 teachers with up to 12 children at most. Typically we have 2 teachers with 8 or 9 children, 4 of which can be under age 2. We typically end up with 2 infants, 2 toddlers, and a few preschool age children mixed together. This room over here is our infant room. So we utilize the entire space for everyone in both rooms, but during certain times of the day, one teacher will come in this room with the younger children under age 2. Each child would have their own crib. We do have more in storage. And the older children sleep on cots that look like this and are labeled for each child. These cots are put in the main room during nap time, and the younger children sleep in here. There is a camera for the teachers to monitor, and they also physically are in here during nap time. There's curtains that close, and there's a sound machine as well. We have a lot of different equipment that we use for the children, and we rotate it out between the rooms. It is all age appropriate. And to add more excitement into the day, they'll rotate it into the other room during different times so they can use it as well. This is where we store the children's things. It's labeled, so each child has their own cubby. This is where you leave backup clothes, sippy cups, bottles, jackets, anything you want to leave that makes it easier for you, so you have less to bring in every day. This is a sample of our lunch menu. So this location does do food. It's $5 per day per child. And this is what it looks like. And the teachers will send that out weekly so you can see what's going to be on the menu for the week ahead. We do adjust if there's allergies. So for example, if someone has a peanut allergy, we would be a nut-free facility at that point. This is a sample of our curriculum. We follow the state recommended creative curriculum, and it's usually about 6-week sessions. So as you can see, this was boxes week. And the teachers pick age-appropriate activities that everyone can do together. But if you notice, they also distinguish between whether or not they extended it for the 3s and 4s, the 2s, or the 2s and unders. So for this, for example, the toddlers were coloring the letter, and then the older children were tracing the letter and counting the numbers. So the teachers will have all the children do the same activity together, but they'll extend the learning for the older students. This is a sample of what the schedule looks like. We do adjust according to the children's needs as well. One of the many advantages of this setting is that we can personalize it to the students. So if they're having a really tough day and they seem like they just need to get some energy out, they can go outside, and it doesn't matter what time it is. They can also bring them in and have them do a quiet activity as needed. So it's a really nice setting because they can adjust as needed. As a parent, if you come in and you let us know how they slept or different things, that helps us to make their day better as well. If you do want to provide your own food, we do have a fridge for storage, and we just label it with the child's name. And you can store frozen food as well. You would provide diapers and wipes. So we label it with each child's name. Any creams or anything you want to bring, we keep as well in the bucket. We have potty trained many children, and we're happy to help give advice and tips if needed. And here's just a look at the bathroom area. This area right here is where they eat. We usually set up high chairs overlooking the older students at times so that the younger ones can model off the older children. So typically during the day, there is usually at least one time where they're all together in the group, eating together so they can model off their behaviors. And if you do bring your own food, we're capable, we can heat things up, cut things up. As you can see in this room, there's a lot of different curriculum in here as well. This is more for the older students, depending on what it is. So they'll pull out different activities throughout the day that they can work on. There's instruments, there's bubbles, there's STEM activities. So for example, all the kids might be doing puzzles together, but the older children might be working together on a floor puzzle while the younger students have larger puzzles that they can do. I do recommend you take a look at our contract and also call our references. We have been open for over 10 years. We typically have all siblings come here. No one ever leaves unless they move or get older and go on to kindergarten. So we have a really nice program. We've had the same staff for a long time, and we've actually had the same 2 staff at this location for years. I think one of the things that separate us from other childcare settings is that we really focus on making sure you get a personalized experience. The teachers check in frequently. There's updated photos throughout the day and information about your child's day on an app. We also have extra enrichment activities where a professional coach comes in daily. So for Tuesdays, we have a music and motion coach. On Wednesdays, they do yoga. Thursdays is soccer, and Fridays they have gymnastics. We also offer a setting where you're getting the same type of education and curriculum that you would get in a center in an in-home setting. So it's more comfortable for your child. It's a smaller setting, less children, less staff coming in and out, but they're still going to get that same education. And we really think children thrive under a personalized atmosphere. So I hope you like this location, and feel free to contact me with any questions that you might have.